If you are over 60 and taking vitamins, or if you over 60 and planning to take vitamins, this video is for you. I'm going to share with you 6 vitamins that you need to avoid when you are over 60 years old because they can actually worsen joint pain. On the other hand, I will also share with you 4 very important vitamins that you should be taking daily to relieve joint pains. Now, vitamin A is very essential for our vision. It helps us to see in the dark. It also helps with cell growth and differentiation. But what does that mean? It means that vitamin A helps to develop specialized cells so that they can perform specific functions. Vitamin A is also needed for immune function, for reproduction, and for good skin. So if you are ready, let's dive right into it. However, when you are over 60, you need to avoid taking too much of vitamin K, because too much vitamin K can interfere with certain medications, especially blood-thinning medications. Now, if you are taking any blood-thinning medications, you need to check with your doctor before taking any vitamin K supplements. Vitamin K is found in kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, also in liver and in butter. The first vitamin that you need to avoid when you are over 60 is vitamin A. What about the 4 vitamins that you should be taking daily to relieve joint pain? The first one is vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 is very important for energy production. It is also needed for proper heart function. It is also needed for normal digestion. When you are over 60, you need to make sure that you are getting enough vitamin B1 in your diet. Do take care. You can get vitamin B1 from pork, beef, liver, whole grains, and also from legumes. Now, where do we get vitamin A from? We get it from liver, from dairy products, from eggs, from orange vegetables like carrots, sweet potato, pumpkin, and from dark leafy green vegetables. Now, why should you avoid vitamin A when you are over 60? This is because when you are over 60, your body becomes more prone to developing a condition called hypervitaminosa. Hypervitaminosa is a condition whereby there is too much vitamin A in the body. Now, this condition can lead to osteoporosis. It can also lead to arthritis. It can cause bone pain, especially around the lower part of your legs, and it can even lead to fractures. Now, how do you develop hypervitaminosa? One way is by taking too much of vitamin A supplements. The second way is by taking too much of liver. Yes, liver is good for you, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing. If you are over 60, please try to avoid liver. If you must eat liver, please make it a point to combine it with other foods when you prepare it, not just to eat it as it is. So what you have to do is to blend liver with other foods so that you do not take too much of vitamin A, the second vitamin that you need to avoid when you are over 60 is vitamin D. And many of you will be wondering, how can that be? Because we always hear that we need to take vitamin D to stay strong, especially when we are growing older. Yes, you are right. We need vitamin D. However, too much of vitamin D can be dangerous, especially when you are over 60. Too much vitamin D can lead to dehydration. It can lead to nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. It can also lead to confusion and kidney stones. Now, naturally, vitamin D is produced in our bodies when we are exposed to sunlight. It is also found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines. It is also found in some types of mushrooms and also in egg yolks. If you are over 60, please watch out for your vitamin D levels. Check your vitamin D levels regularly so that you don't take too much of vitamin D. The third vitamin that you need to avoid when you are over 60 is vitamin E. Vitamin E is a very good antioxidant. It protects our skin from damage, protects our eyes from damage, and it also protects our brain from damage. Vitamin E is needed for normal immune function. It is also needed for proper blood circulation. Now, where do we get vitamin E from? We get it from vegetable oils like sunflower oil, corn oil, safflower oil, also from nuts and seeds like almonds and spinach, also from green leafy vegetables. Now, when you are over 60, you need to avoid taking too much of vitamin E, because too much vitamin E can lead to bleeding in the brain. It can also cause fatigue, dizziness, and blurred vision. The fourth vitamin that you need to avoid when you are over 60 is vitamin K. Vitamin K is very important for blood clotting. It is also involved in building bones. The fifth vitamin that you need to avoid when you are over 60 is vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is very important for the proper functioning of the brain. It is also involved in the production of red blood cells. It helps to prevent anemia. However, when you are over 60, you need to avoid taking too much of vitamin B6 because it can cause nerve damage. It can cause numbness and tingling in your hands and feet. It can also lead to depression. Naturally, vitamin B6 is found in most foods. It is found in poultry, it is found in fish, it is found in bananas, it is found in potatoes, and it is also found in spinach. The last vitamin that you need to avoid when you are over 60 is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. It boosts our immunity. It is essential for wound healing and also for collagen synthesis. Now, where do we get vitamin C from? We get it from citrus fruits like oranges and lemons. We also get it from berries, tomatoes, and also from green leafy vegetables. Now, when you are over 60, you need to avoid taking too much of vitamin C because too much vitamin C can cause diarrhea, can cause abdominal cramping, and it can also lead to kidney stones. Before we go further, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so that you can benefit from our future videos. Now, these are the 6 vitamins that you need to avoid when you are over 60. The second vitamin that you need to take is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is very important for DNA synthesis. It is also needed for red blood cell formation. It is also needed for normal nerve function. When you are over 60, your body may not be able to absorb vitamin B12 as well as before. And this is due to the lack of a certain protein called intrinsic factor. This intrinsic factor is needed to help the body to absorb vitamin B12. Now, if you are over 60, you may need to take vitamin B12 supplements. Vitamin B12 is found naturally in animal products like meat, poultry, fish, and dairy products. The third vitamin that you need to take when you are over 60 is vitamin D. Yes, I mentioned earlier in this video that you need to avoid vitamin D. But that is when you take too much of vitamin D when you are over 60. You need to take vitamin D supplements because your body may not be able to produce enough vitamin D from sunlight exposure. Now, this is because when you grow older, your skin becomes thicker. As a result, it becomes more difficult for your skin to produce vitamin D. When you are exposed to sunlight, vitamin D is very important for bone health. It is also needed for immune function and for cell growth and differentiation. The last vitamin that you need to take when you are over 60 is vitamin K1. Vitamin K1 is very important for blood clotting. It is also involved in bone building. Vitamin K1 is found in green leafy vegetables like kale and also in broccoli. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so that you can benefit from our future videos.